Hey guys, and welcome to a new video of Bitcoin Edge. Today a little bit of a different video. We are joined by Herr Hemingway on Twitter and 52k Skew. We're just gonna talk about what happened, what we are seeing. We're just basically brainstorming what we are thinking, going through some charts, and that will be about it. If you have any questions, you let us know in the comments. And well, welcome, Hemi. How are you today?
Hi, good and you. Thanks for the invite. I really appreciate it.
Sure. 52, how are you?
Doing good.
Doing good. So,
It's been a wild couple hours
well,
looking at the
couple
market.
hours.
Yeah,
Did any of you manage to trade it?
I was flat a couple days ago. The reactions off of like 57, 58 level. That's
Mm-hmm.
not what I expected, so I went flat. And then, going into Friday close, the weekend action. Been trying not to trade it because it has been very erratic.
Mm-hmm.
So was flat just watching, and then boom, OI wipeout. We
Mm-hmm.
talked about this a couple of weeks ago,
Yeah.
and here we are.
Yeah. Yeah. And 52, how did you manage anything during this recent drop?
I was long from the previous bottom, but took profits in the chop zone because of the Phoenix guy mainly.
Mm-hmm.
And well, not to say the Phoenix guy, but dude with a lot of money on multiple books, basically suppressing price, and getting rid of his spot at the same time while pushing price lower and lower each time. So
Mm-hmm.
I got out of my long. Didn't short, probably should have. And then market puked when I was playing video games, so it's kind of ironic timing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would have been very smart to have longed the FTX move contracts, probably today's, and then short the week.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been a pretty good play. Kind of like arbitrage in a way, or like yielding the mispricing between market, because typically when you get these massive capitulation moves, margin accounts get blown out,
Mm-hmm.
price gets repriced significantly lower because there's no liquidity in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Nearest liquidity could be 5% lower, and
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's the case on most spot exchanges. And because of this, you get this crazy wick.
Yeah. Are you still
I
there?
can
Oh.
I can show you my screen for the spread blowout. Yes. Do you want to see that?
Yeah, we're looking at your screen right now, so
Ah, yes, that's the chart.
yeah.
So I meanwhile this one. The aggro chart I made a little bit ago. But yeah, basically you can see the spread just gets blown out on large selling each time. Looks the most exposed was Huobi and OKX. Kind of not surprised, reminds me of 2019 a lot. Like the 6K, 7K area. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just chopped around, but you had the Giga candle off of China and then just bleed down, like capitulation. You had similar lows. Anyway, this is on like 10 seconds, just to give an example of like the absolute
Mm-hmm.
chaos between repricing. And now it's like obviously matched mostly. But if you look at the bottom, the perps market's even worse. That was the main capitulation being driven by leverage market. I mean, you can even see just by the delta volume at the bottom. So the spot actually sold here, initiating the whole repricing event, right? And you had, by the looks of it, perps were probably still trying to catch this. Price sits flat. You get sell volume coming in from spot, Coinbase, puke, and then capitulation. You just have this patch of red sell volume. and spot more than likely absorbed that a little bit. I mean, from what I can see now, Coinbase and Bitstamp are pricing the market, which is healthy. For
Yeah,
at
really,
least.
really, really happy to see Coinbase up there. But kind of
Yeah.
interesting that Deribit went the lowest, or Deribit was
Or
lower
leading.
than others in perps.
Yeah, it's true. Good point. So my guess is since September, someone quite large, it could be Suzu, for example, were quite long burst. And when you get huge overexposure to a weak spot market, right, and they're trying to offload huge size, you get these like spread blowouts. And you can see at the low, someone definitely got liquidated.
Mm-hmm.
Big size, I'm guessing, too.
And what do you think of like seeing this happen? Till where would you long it? Would you long this now, or what? I want to know like what your view in the market is right now, and what would you do, for example, now?
In terms of like similarities to similar events, so the May crash being one, everyone who longed the bounce, as in the repricing of the market between inefficiencies, right? That move's more than likely already over, since perps were trading like 1 to 2,000 lower than spot. And the only other time I've seen that low discount was COVID, like the COVID swan. Sort of feels the same, but you don't have the same rampant spot buying that like from Coinbase, because I remember back then it was just like 1 mil constantly each time, and that is just because it's more expensive now, so it's harder to deploy that capital like efficiently. And yeah, that'll make recovery more difficult. So scalping, in my opinion, would be the best bet if you're going to take any positions. And, use daily, weekly levels, monthly levels. And when you see low time frame weakness around it, and then a high time frame rejection or exception, that would be your trigger pretty much for either continuation or absolute either dead cat or reversal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if we have a look at CoinGlass, we can... I think the chart's kind of broken on this still. Oh, no, it's fine. No, that looks broken now.
Gnarly.
Yeah, that's kind of broken.
No, that's
So,
quite a lot of open interest being wiped.
yeah, I mean, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
You can see the shorts, yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
zoom
obvious.
out a
And
little
yeah,
bit. Can we see the one of September, where we went from 52k or 53k till 40k? That one, yeah, that one.
yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
so
was
it's
a.
like 20,000 BTC about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a good wipe, especially on Bybit as well.
This is about, yeah, this is basically 20k as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, yeah, have a look at aggregate.
Yeah.
Slaughtered.
Oof.
Yeah, good.
I mean, it kind of makes sense, like with price too. You can really see who's been pricing the market recently, right? If you compare, I'll just get rid of this. You can see it with price, basically. The floor was set in by perps and futures, as well as MA systems and spot bids, right? And you get the explosive rally up. and then you start to see points of distribution. Each rally being essentially exit liquidity, and the inflation meme, best exit liquidity, and basically just bleed from there. Even at the bottom, they were being sold into. So quite a lot of people lost faith probably around this section, which is like fair enough. Yeah, and then you have this forced liquidation event. So, I mean, to me,
Well, does it differ much with Bybit?
I can have a look at Bybit. I think that OI got wrecked, actually.
Yeah, usually it wrecks. I mean, Bybit, you know, it's like
Ape.
you laugh it up over there, you know.
I trade on it, so yeah.
Oh God,
I
here we
as
go.
well.
Yeah, that's yikes.
Yeah, this is
Yep,
what we
they
need.
got cleaned out.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the funding is ridiculously low.
Yeah, they still have. I'm looking at it right now. They still have good discounts. It was quite a bit. The discounts are quite a bit higher previous, but like right now it's around $200 discount compared to the index.
Yeah, only time I've seen that was COVID dump. This, in terms of pricing, this reminds me of the same. And if equities bounce next week, even if it's a dead cat, I think crypto will rip.
Yeah.
As in go on a big
One question
catch-up bounce.
that the listeners might have is the timing of this dump today, going into weekend. Do you have a lot of thoughts on that?
I'm surprised it wasn't on a Monday, because typically if it was news-led, right? So COVID, which was, and the markets went full risk off, except asset managers at the time weren't ready, or they weren't prepared. This time they were. So you have this very painful bleed down, which is what like equities have been doing. And I mean, NASDAQ hasn't even really, puked. They could puke a lot more, in my opinion. Which is, terrifying if you're a bull. But, yeah, for the fact that it's a Saturday, low sell volume too on most exchanges, points me to what I've been tweeting about is it's one specific individual or group that have been doing this to blow out either competitors or the entire market, because it's very high return for them in terms of being the predator type shark fund, right? And my bet is they will be shifting positioning next week or even into Monday, and to trap whoever's gonna try to sell more. That's what I'm looking at. Actually, you said Deribit led, right?
Yeah, Derivates led, but yeah, like what is your opinion on
hedged.
that? Were they
Yeah,
hedged
pretty clear
maybe with all the
hedges.
options over there, or all their?
Oh, well, that just repriced. Okay. Yeah, all the data's really messy today. I'm surprised. Yeah, well, that got wiped. In terms of options, I think I tweeted this out as well. It's mostly been hedge flow until about the 10th of December. And that's where you saw on the other side of that was a premium. So people buying IV as in buying risk, and that might have changed now. But it all really points to the conference that I think is coming up with the regulators and crypto. And if that goes well, it'll be a good macro sign for BTC, I think. And then the FOMC meeting as well, to confirm the acceleration of tapering, whatever that happens, will be the next large move, I guess, for all markets. So I think there's going to be a lot of protection still remaining in options.
Mm-hmm. And do you have do you have any tools for looking at correlations between the Nasdaq or the ES1 futures? Or I just woke up, so it's I haven't looked at any of that.
I had a look at the ES and it bounced into the close. Well, not really bounced, but basically covering. So a lot of people took profits into the weekend. They're not going to hold risk either way. It's like the traditional boomer TradFi way, right? However, the notional long exposure on the USD grew to like highs that they haven't seen in 2 years. So in terms of comparing to the COVID one, asset managers and fund managers, so hedge funds, are far more prepared this time, which means there could be a lot more downside. And if there's no narrative to support that, you could see a mass frenzy into like a dead cat bounce into the end of the year and then just dead 2022.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of like realistic argument, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone wants the markets to continue to make new highs, all-time highs. I think ultimately next week or two will define Q1 next year.
Hey, Saurav.
I mean, if you...
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was just saying, like, is this are you guys expecting further downside and 40K breaks and all that?
I think the moves happened for now. Whatever the main street, as in like Wall Street, TradFi, and CME, what their reaction is on Sunday and Monday will be the next thing to watch.
Yeah.
And yeah, for structure now, it's like full of inefficiencies mainly. So you're going to get a lot of chomp for, like next 6 hours, or we've already seen quite a bit of chomp, really.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing? As in, like, buying the dip all the way?
I've been buying spot. I bought spot on this.
Yeah. I was thinking to buy spot, but like I haven't been following Bitcoin for a few days, so I was not sure.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the next, high or low, right? It's pretty nasty with the wick.
Yeah.
But a lot of leverage, open interest, players got wiped out. It's pretty ripe opportunity to move prices higher. So then you get even better liquidity to exit on. If I'm thinking, in terms of what institutional players may do. And that goes for the same as ES, is there'll be like an exit rally, I think, end of year.
Anyone know if someone's interested in purchasing kidneys, or I need some liquidity?
Yeah.
Hey, I hear South America's the market for that.
Thanks for the tip. Did you sell to them too?
Guys, this should be fit for YouTube, okay? That was a joke. That was a joke. That he didn't mean it like that. He's just liquidated. That's all.
Is it like T+1? What are we looking at here?
Wait, T+1?
Settlement? I'm asking for settlement times on my kidney.
Oh, the same as CME, physical delivery only.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, yeah, settlement of kidneys. I'm not sure. I think they arbitraged it pretty out in China now. They have some good stocks in there, you know, good inventory of kidneys.
Yeah, no, and just might as well grab a snack of bats while you're at it.
A snack of bats, yes. Why not?
Why not? Yeah, won't hurt.
Okay,
Bruh.
guys. Let us know in the comments how you are coping with the recent price action.
Gaming gets quite dark, you know.
Yeah, it could get quite
My
dark.
tip is, don't check your emails. Just forget your emails don't exist. You know?
Yeah. Mute or
When-
unsubscribe to any email you get from your exchange. You do not want to wake up with some notification email.
Yeah, if it starts with alert
L.
or L, just delete, you know.
Yeah, delete it.
Just report it to the
happen.
exchange that there's a phishing link.
Or just pull the influencer move. You're like, can you cover my liquidation? I will make good tweets.
Yeah. Anyway, what is your view on this delta? If you're in a position to like saying something.
Yeah, sure. I'm not sober, but I mean, overall, I personally think if we don't see a recovery quite soon, I think this is just going to start really
Unwinding.
like
Yeah.
like really badly. I think whoever did this, I couldn't find any news. I don't know if you guys know if there's any news, but I just saw this about 5-10 minutes ago. This to me does not look good at all. Someone knows something. But at the same time, it is Friday or Saturday now. A lot less liquidity in the market. I wouldn't be too surprised for maybe a CME open with a nice bounce. That generally tends to happen, at least what I've noticed during retraces. But to be honest, this does not look good at all. Like I would like to see this like really retrace as soon as possible, or else I'm gonna be quite nervous. Again, it's kind of hard to tell though, because I don't trust any moves on the weekends. You know, they do tend to kind of be fake unless they're a catalyst, and that's why I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if it's some sort of catalyst in regards to that, you know, the new COVID strain. I'm generally just confused as to why we just saw like a 20% puke overnight.
Well, to me, it seems like it was for sure an area, you know, we didn't visit for a long time. We were quite close to it, and that basically means, you know, if you want to catch some good liquidations, wipe some open interest, you can grab it over there. You know, the thing is, you know, like, are we in a bear market now, or will it retrace quickly? But
yeah, honestly, just from looking at this, I'm gonna expect, I guess, if I'm gonna think like optimistic, we'll chop around the low of that wick, and then slowly, you know, retrace back up by the end of the year. That's like my best case scenario. I honestly don't think we're gonna retrace back up instantly. I don't see that happening. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just my thoughts. I'm just gonna sit out for now.
Have you checked the volume?
Sorry.
The volume of the puke was not primarily spot driven.
Oh.
Which is interesting. So like the matching behind the move, as in the price matching, was more liquidation cascade than anything. Perps getting blown out, and you have differences of like Bybit being 2K under spot price. Which
I saw that. That must have been insane to trade.
Yeah. Does that not remind me of the COVID spawn though?
Yeah,
It was
that one was absolutely insane. That one was a one to remember for sure. I don't think we'll ever see anything like that. I mean, I hope not, for everyone's sake. But to be honest, it just feels weird. It doesn't feel like definitely could be some sort of black swan event. If that is the case, then it will continue. Because there's just such lack of
Yeah, on
liquidity.
Monday.
Yeah, I just don't trust any markets when we're on the weekend. It feels fake sometimes. You know what I mean? I just can't trust the move. I wish there were I wish there was like some sort of news catalyst, and it would help me better gauge as to what to expect here. But yeah, I'm
It's
just gonna sit out and watch.
I think I tweeted this out, but it's the same group or fund that have been pushing price down since about like 65k. So the same people that held the lows at 30k every time. You remember it would go to 30 and it would just like sit there.
Mm-hmm.
And then 29 sat there, but no follow through.
Yeah, we did get that.
You pretty much saw that at the top, like 68, and it's the same case, it's reversed. So now we're doing what we did from 29k, right? But reversed.
Yeah.
So,
I wouldn't be necessarily surprised though if we got a nice retrace to like 51, and I still wouldn't be bullish. I would still be cautious, honestly.
Yeah, I think it would be more than likely like exit pump. A lot of people will sell that, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely gonna be selling that. I mean, realistically, any longs near 42, 41k were solid. At this point, you're just kind of gambling. If anything, just play the basis. I think that might be the move here. That really might be the move.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean,
what is it at right now? I can't even. I'm not even looking. I'm like on my phone. I feel like a retard right now.
Basically 47k.
Yes, it's like about 50 bips, something like that. And what are the futures at? I haven't even looked at any futures. What did 1230s, right? Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the futures.
Look at the difference between.
Jeez.
Just comparing some lows now on exchanges. Quite the difference.
Damn. Yeah, it really looks very interesting. You could definitely see it's derivative driven here. Spot's just chopping. No liquidity. But you could see the moves being led on derivatives. You are right there.
Yep.
I actually wouldn't mind a long here. I'm too drunk. I just gotta stop looking at charts.
Yeah, don't
honestly
trade
check it tomorrow. I wouldn't really touch it now because it's gamble 100%.
It's complete gamble. Yeah.
One guy, if he just wants to puke here, like 100 mil, that would probably lead to another big sell-off.
For sure.
Is there anything we should talk about?
Initially, yeah, it was. I mean, I can show you like on my stream. I did this earlier. So Binance actually sold. So Binance started the dump, and you could see there's already inefficiencies in the lead to the crash, so like around 49. And they just continued to push the price. So Binance was aggressively puking, and this caused capitulation, basically. So the yellow being Binance on both.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the other perps just dying. And the same as other spot exchanges.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty brutal.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of 40k basically in May. Back then, we were like basically around the price and then just really close to liquidation events, like an area that hadn't been tapped for a very long time. And I think everybody and their mom had a stop over there. Everybody with a low left.
You mean when we made the high at like 50 something and then we crashed? Like
then we had the Elon news basically.
April?
Yeah, we had the Elon candle basically and when derivatives went sub 30k, kind of.
You're talking about earlier this year.
Yeah, earlier this in May. Sorry. Yeah.
It's like no, you mean February, the Elon candle when.
No, but it was May, right? When we had that bear market, basically that short bear market this year.
Oh, you're talking about the
That was China FUD.
Yeah.
The miners, which pretty much sold everything.
Jeez, more blood. That's good though.
I wonder how the miners are going to react. It could have actually been miners driven. I'll have to check that.
It's just so weird that I don't think I've ever seen a 20% dump overnight with no news.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody wants to dump it, you're gonna do it.
There was
On
definitely
exactly
liquidity to do
this
it.
time, This is
Yeah, it's the illiquidity that I think it definitely exaggerated the move for sure.
Yeah, I mean, when I had a look earlier, there was literally just liquidity to about 48 and nothing below that.
like every big boy like yourself is in the same state as you right now, Delta.
No, I know, right? That's the funniest part. People are probably shoving here. I wouldn't. That's why I don't necessarily think. I just want to see a little lower. I'd like to see like 45.5, and I would shove a little bit. No, sorry, like 45.8. I wouldn't mind there. Like a nice sweep. I'll buy any sweep there. We'll probably see it, but I'm too shot out. I gotta start waking
order
up.
books look very
Then
scary.
If you like check voice chat, I'll share it in the video as well. But we're close to another one. We went close to another one. If that one gives in, we will see another big leak event, basically below 40k.
Yeah, I mean, I see the probability for 50% if we go below 40 again.
Yeah.
no, I honestly think, I don't know. My guts tell me this is done for.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I think
I don't
that
know.
was the move.
Yeah, honestly, that might have just been a solid sweep. I think that. No, honestly, I don't know. I really do feel like we're gonna see new lows. I don't know. This is weird, but that's just my drunk gut intuition.
Yeah.
But who knows? I'm drunk. I gotta stop talking.
No, fuck.
I mean, the MM price is quite different. So you have...
Sorry, that's my cat.
Coinbase pretty much is holding Coinbase and Bitfinex holding the market up. So there's big walls like 300 BTC on Coinbase at 46, 500 at 46 on Bitfinex, 45 has 478 BTC, and then just stacks of like 100 BTC walls.
You said
all
that
the way to like 30k.
What are derivative open interest perps looking like right now?
What you mean, like the OI?
Yeah, I would not be.
Basically 20k BTC ripped off of it. It's like,
Is it pulling back up now though? Because I would not be surprised if some institutions are unwinding their basis positions here, because they're heavily in the money on some of these trades. I would not be surprised if they're just going to be offsetting here, unwinding here.
Yeah, there was at the low a big unwinding of a short.
Yep, that makes sense.
About 3 billion.
It's just a light 3 billion. Yeah, that's not surprising at all.
Yeah, I mean,
this looks
OI
nice.
to me right now just looks like algo. I don't think many are trading this.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's just algo driven for sure. For sure.
Yikes.
I'm actually curious. Hold on. I gotta get up out of my bed to actually fucking do something.
Have you
So you wanna-
did you sleep, Delta?
What happened?
Did you sleep?
No, I was railing a chick real quick, but I was gonna sleep. I was going to sleep. Oh, fuck.
Respect.
I was
You
literally
could
about to fall
say-
asleep until
So it's
Until I
still
just
bull
put-
market, eh?
what happened?
No, joking.
You could say he technically liquidated, right?
Yes, I found a receiving counterparty to take my liquidity.
that is good OTC right there.
Quick settlement. Instant.
Easy.
Hanzo, if you want to share some views as well, you're welcome to join, by the way. This is being recorded for a YouTube video, just so you know.
One thing that might be worth checking right now is ETH.
Ethereum. Can we take a look at Ethereum? Because we're looking at the 52k
Oh, ETH?
skews screen.
Hold on, let me swap screens. I don't pay for trading view on this browser because I forgot passwords and shit. So
Ooh.
yeah, look at BTC. I don't really like this, but yeah. I mean,
I actually wouldn't mind trading the ETH BTC pair. I think ETH is looking pretty weak here.
have you seen the lower time frame of it?
I have not. I'm just looking at like more of a daily type view. Wow, what does that look like? Are you showing it? Holy shit.
Yeah. People
Jesus.
are buying this by the looks of it.
Jesus. The daily looks shot though. But
Let's have a look at the monthly. Yeah, they're
Whoa.
basically the flat open retest.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
I like flat opens also or flat closes.
yeah, in my opinion, if this is the low, we see rampant buying in like the next day or two. Yeah, Ethereum should go nuts.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, if this was like, you know, get the hell out of the markets type thing, I think that pair would have died.
You think so?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for like Ethereum to risk on. Yeah, I mean that. Also, we are pricing against USD, and you know, did you see the news about asset managers being like the most net long USD in like 2 years?
Yeah. That's
So
fucking
I mean, yeah, it's gonna look like ass, but yeah, I mean, long time frame looks.
Hanzo's in the
Yeah, lower
chat.
time frame looks nice.
Hanzo's in the chat, by the way. Is Ethereum BTC pumping?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
whoa. Whoa, yeah, it is. Interesting. That's quite
Yeah.
uncommon indeed, Hanzo.
I mean, it might pull the same thing of. I mean, if this closes above the previous weekly all-time high, I think this looks strong for ETH. I mean, you'd want to see for most strong assets, you know, engulfing 4 hours, I think, for it to be a bottom, you know.
Is everyone still here?
Yep. I think this looks fine if we close the weekly above.
I'm really liking this bounce right now. I do like this
Right.
bounce.
You being drunk is like a chick trying to decide what she wants to eat.
It's pretty epic, to be honest.
Seriously.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Do you want a salad? Or do you want pizza? Or do you want a steak? Like, make up your mind, god damn it.
I think low time frame I'm bullish, high time frame I'm bearish. I think that's the way I see it.
Yo, I just hopped in. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, Hanzo, welcome.
Yeah.
Everybody
Okay,
follow Hanzo
word.
on Twitter as well.
So, yo, I don't know if you guys discussed it because I hopped in late. But do you put any stock in ETH BTC ratio pumping while the market nuked? Like, I can't recall any time that's happened on like a big flush like that.
Yeah, I literally just said that where ETH was chatting, but BTC was dying. Like
Exactly, and like even
what
super
is
low
this?
time frame, like on the 1 minute, while there were like during the mass liquidity, ETH BTC was like pumping and holding on to 0.08. So
Yeah, I'm sharing a screen in real quick of Ethereum BTC on the 1 hour, because we're looking all at. Oh, sorry, it was in the chat as well.
dirty scalpers.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a large buy, so someone is betting for this to be the low, I think. I mean, it's quite interesting when you compare like different alts, shitcoins, etc.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, look at Yearn Finance. This thing died, and it's the BTC pair basically looks like ass, but it's almost retraced the entire thing.
pull up sushi Ethereum. It like finally fell off its slow bleed cliff. Looks like absolute shit.
Sushi ETH, this thing.
Pull. Just look at the daily. It's well known. It's like the ugliest
Wow.
fucking chart of all time, but it finally
Oh,
fell
dude,
off that
Wait,
slow
I got one
bleed
better.
cliff.
I got one better.
Oh
Look at this
no!
beauty.
Wow.
Fucking
Absolute
ICP, dude.
Ass. I mean, hey, wait. So look at the weekly. Oh yeah, this
Wow.
looks pretty correct.
That looks beautiful.
Fucking artwork.
Yeah, I mean, it's like closes above. Yeah, maybe I'll buy it. So I mean, I'd like, if it closes above that even after this, I don't see why I will die again.
It's just. I think the emissions are just fucked.
On ICP.
It's one of like the fully diluted value memes, but I haven't looked into the unlocks at all, but it seems like a coin that's a perma bleed, unless we get another like meme pump and all the particular vaporware starts pumping. It could ride that
Yeah,
narrative.
that's always plausible.
It really is.
Rotation capital, maybe some memes and whatnot.
Shib tried to have a go at it, but doesn't look like that one panned out.
Shib.
Yeah, broke some sort of downtrend.
Oh, apparently I still have these open. Dude, I made like 13x on this crap.
Yeah, you guys went all in right before the pop.
I think I was shilling it too as a joke, but it actually ended up meaning. Which makes it even more better.
No, you guys crushed the timing on that. What I found out in hindsight was because they sent a shitload of SHIB early on to Vitalik's wallet, and he donated it to like the India COVID relief fund, and they hired somebody to like liquidate their position over time. It was like $1 billion or something material, and they like officially sold all of their position like a week or something before it popped off the lows. So that's my hindsight analysis, which is all I do.
I thought it was just degeneracy, to be honest.
Well, that's what rode it all the way up, but clearly, like, somebody was suppressing all of them selling their shit,
But at
and
like
once
100%.
that supply was out, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, hey, the chart doesn't look too ass for now, actually.
No, it honestly
And you have
doesn't.
the listing level, and huge wick below, decent sell volume. Could potentially see some, buy pressure. Retest this, hold it for a while, and exit pump, or this is the low. I don't know, but either one happens.
That is the question.
What other things should I look at? Matic, right? Matic was one. That's chatted. It basically didn't really feel the dump.
Yeah, Matic also hold up some very nice.
Yeah, like this is the dump, I think, on it.
I shared it on 1 second. How do I? Well, I can
What a
just
meme.
slide it over here. I'm gonna slide the Matic into view real quick. Nobody will see it, but I will share the charts over here. Matic hold up some very nice classical trend lines, I would say. Like over here.
What, diagonals or horizontals?
Diagonals. 1 second.
Okay.
We'll share it in the chat real quick. And it's in the screen right now, over here. It was pretty epic, I think.
Interesting.
And Matic BTC did a perfect retest as well on this horizontal as well.
Yeah, if you do a horizontal from
On Matic BTC, yeah, it's in the
from
chat
the
and it's in
previous
the...
week, you have like the deviations.
Yeah, exactly there.
I mean, it still looks pretty sharp. I mean, you have like, deviation.
Mhm.
You have this run up that could be, it had climbing volume, but not as the same as like a breakout candle like here. So that could be defined as possible exit liquidity, and the dump isn't over for alts like this.
Yeah, Matic is weird because it's an L1. It was like the first L1 to pump before L1 season, but it's also like a piece of shit chain that nobody uses.
You never know. You never know.
It has the hated rally going for it, if anything, and it's technically showing strength.
Yeah, it is. I wouldn't be surprised if it pulls like a Dalai Lama. It would be the type of asset to do that.
Yeah, Matic's had some historic candles in its history.
True.
Yeah, like Matic can do like a 30% in one day. That's Matic.
You'd want to see more buy volume separated chops around this level for a while.
Yeah.
Doge. Well, that looks interesting.
Hey, Goods, welcome. Good morning.
Welcome.
We are recording a video for my YouTube channel, just so you know. I will do a really quick slide of everybody's Twitter, if everybody's okay with it. This is Peter. You can follow him on Twitter. This is Swaps. This is CT Trader.
Yeah.
This is Herr Hemingway. Delta.
Oh, Swaps is in here. Nice.
Yeah. 52 Skew. Of course, we're looking at his screens as well. And Hanzo. Hanzo is, if you want to be an altcoin trader, I would say Hanzo is a big follow tip. Whatever.
I just shitpost, but...
You just shitpost, but you're really the altcoin guy of this group. Yeah. Or I would say you are. Not sure how others think about that, but yeah.
Hey, what do you think about this? I don't really trade meme alts that often, but I mean, this looks pretty ugly on the weekly for Doge.
I've been pretty anti-Doge for the last few months. I think like it was kind of like a trade that people tried to hop on for like another leg after the blow off, but to me it's like all the big money had already fully allocated Doge. Like retail buyers weren't going to push it higher.
Yeah, no, they weren't. The retail move already happened.
Exactly. So I like best case was like consolidation and shit. I don't know. I don't see it happening.
Yeah. I mean, the structure's bearish. So higher, lower high, lower low now, and probably puke.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like 7 cents is the level you want to see. If it doesn't do that, well, then it goes like all the way back to.
It's such a weird chart, dude.
Oh god.
But the point is, in terms of like psychology, there's a decent RR of betting probably 7 cents, like 7 to 3 cents. You'd have to do a huge range because these things tend to have really, really wide spreads. Like, a huge wick too. It could wick, I don't know, 4 cents. I'd probably buy that. What other coins should I look at?
You think I could lighten the mood? I know it's been a long day for everyone. I have a picture that might lighten everyone's mood.
Is it stream YouTube friendly? I mean.
Yeah. It is.
Is that like wink nudge?
No, it actually is. It's just a picture of my cats.
Oh, that's oh.
Oh, you got cute cats, man.
Yeah,
one of my cats is just sitting on my other cat.
Yeah, he's like, get off me.
Oh, pretty epic.
I went long there, and I just took some profit on ETH. ETH was a fucking beast.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I grabbed some at 75, and I just closed on the way up to like 90, and then I closed some at 900. Fuck this shit! I can't touch this anymore. I'm literally gambling.
Yeah, I'm not really trading this.
Do we have any?
Are you flat realized?
Yeah, mostly. Like I'm looking to probably degen a Bybit account.
I'm seeing right now discounts are getting less. It's maybe $100 right now on Bybit. So I'm looking.
Like I said, I feel like people are closing their bases. They're just unwinding here.
Yeah, I'm as well.
Anyone who's been collecting funding on like large positions, just short perp, long spot, it's been paying, and I think taking off some risk here and just letting it kind of unfold isn't really a bad play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whale, or I just call it the whale thing, but they're not really. I'll show screens.
Yeah. I just have a feeling that someone's unwinding.
Yeah, no, you'd be moronic.
Cough.
Like if you don't unwind after this, bro, I don't know what to say.
Does anybody else, because we're recording a video, does anybody else have something interesting to share? Or shall we leave it for now? We have about almost an hour-long video.
Wait, I'll just quickly show you the whale index thing I built recently. Yeah, you can see like the spot that they use they are bidding it, like since the low. But what they do is they cover that collateral using their tether. So they will short, probably push perps down this weekend while buying spot. So maybe pop on like Monday is my bet. I mean, you don't want to see a repeat of this up here.
Here's a question for you guys. Probably realized in Delta. What do you guys think about, like, just with the current like taper environment and to do with rates? I personally think rates are a next year thing, maybe mid, like end of first quarter. But what do you guys think about that and its effect on the market?
I don't think the Fed even knows at this point. They tend to do this like one month.
They've been doing it for years. Yeah,
they do this 1 month thing of like scare crap or saying they're going to do something.
Then they don't. Yep.
Exactly, right. So they're waiting for probably the variant to start impacting the economy, so then they can stick to the same plan of rates being like mid to late next year. And I believe the market's already temporarily priced half the rate that they're going to price it at. And I think that was like June next year. For tapering, yeah, they could probably, get away with acceleration of that, and that would be bad for risk assets. But ultimately, I think it would repeat the same cycle of like 2018 per se, where it just goes long again for like 3 years.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. I've seen this happen for literally since I began trading, which was like in 2015. It's just the same shit. They say the same shit. They panic the market a bit. They realize they can't really stop, or else the whole Ponzi ends, and they just keep buying, and they just keep rates at zero, near zero at least.
Yeah, like they might do 0.5 or something, and then like 1%.
Yeah, maybe 50 bips at most, but I think they're smart enough to understand, they can't really, unless, again, like, honestly, it's just a fair trade, just, you can't really play against the Fed. They've been doing the same shit. I'm just going to continue doing the same shit. And listen, if the Fed decide to really taper and like fuck this market up, I think we have more things to worry about than shorting SPY or fucking BTC.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I agree. There's going to be more opportunities in terms of like business and private equity. Like that'll more than likely boom more. Which ironically is better for, the economy and business confidence. So it's all temporary panic and speculation that won't matter like Q1 next year probably.
Hey guys, I'm cutting the video right now. Okay. Everybody, thanks for being here. We'll keep the chat going on for a little bit. And again, if you want to follow any of these guys, Peter, Swaps, CT, Hemingway, Delta, and Hanzo, of course. We also have Pain Trafficker here. Sorry if I forgot anyone. We'll put it in the YouTube link anyway. See you guys again tomorrow, and make sure to subscribe.